Welcome to the Ads Accelerator course. I'm so gassed to be sharing this with you. I've been teaching organic social media for such a long time, helping artists structure their release rollouts, helping them with their content ideas, and so much more. But the time has finally come where I want to help take musicians to the next level and start teaching them more about digital advertising. Inside this training and across all the other modules, you're going to learn a variety of different ways how to push your music, how to run up your views on Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, and so much more. How to grow your followers across all these channels, how to drive plays onto Spotify and to a playlist. I'm going to teach you everything using a combination of Facebook Ads Manager and Symphony OS. So just to give you some background on Symphony, it is an AI-powered Facebook ads and other channel. Just to give you some background on Symphony OS, it's an AI-powered ads tool that learns from your existing fan base, so who already follows you on Spotify, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, and more, and it finds people who look like your perfect fan base and who haven't already followed you. So this means you're going after new people with similar behavioral characteristics. So I want you to get cozy and watch in detail, but there are full notes for every part of this process inside the playbook, which you have access to. So there are step-by-step instructions with some screenshots as well, what to click and where. So just lock in with your attention first, and you can learn the process later. Now, the first thing I'm going to actually start with is how to get into Facebook Ads Manager. So when you head to the website, which is business.facebook.com, right, that's usually the first part of the process to get to this landing page, business.facebook.com. Sometimes you get stuck in the Meta Business Suite, and if you do, you can just click Help and swap into the right place. The first thing I'm going to teach is how to create some audiences. So if you want to post organically to your Instagram account and you want the views on your Instagram to grow, it's all well and good talking to core audiences, people who love Michael Jackson, people who love Prince, people who love Mary J. Blige, but they're not fans of you. And so the easiest way to create a combo audience is to go into this audiences section of Facebook Ads Manager and create a custom list of people who already follow you. And so you'll see I have some here, but we're going to recreate this. This is how my coach taught it to me. But we're going to do this together. So you're going to click Create Audience, Custom Audience. Now, out of all these different sources, from website to a customer list and a video, you're going to create an Instagram account. That's the first step in the process. You're going to go to Instagram account and you're going to choose which account you want. I'm going to have social media Ayaz. Then you have options here. You want account centers who started following this account. I like this one here, everyone who engaged with this professional account. All these other ones are going to make your audience smaller. This one here is what I'd go for. You can decide if you want people who engage with you in the last 7 days, in the last 30 days, 90 days, 180 days, or 365 days. It's completely your choice. If you've been really evolving your content strategy and the things you did a year ago is not relevant now, I wouldn't pick 365 days. If you've only really been active about music again in the last 30 days, I would stick with 30 days. Obviously, this audience is going to be a lot smaller. So find a compromise. If you need to pick 90, pick 90. If you need 180, pick 180. I wouldn't just go for everyone who's ever engaged with you. I would really hone in on, are they relevant to right now? And I would name this. Again, you're going to find out I'm a real stickler for naming conventions. And so I would do this with capitalized letters and brackets and everything. So I would say engaged Instagram followers, and I would do 30 days. That would be my way of naming this exact account. And then I'll click Create Audience. What that will do is give you a new option. Do you want to create a lookalike audience? People who look like the Instagram followers who have engaged with you in the last 30 days. Yes, that's exactly what I want to do. Now, unfortunately, because that audience is populating, you'll see it says here, it says populating, oh, it's already available for use. Sometimes it takes 24 hours to be available. So you might need to pause this and come back tomorrow to follow along with the steps. But I've already done this. So you see these ones say ready. This one is populating. So I want to create audience, create a lookalike audience. And the source I want to use is other sources. And you'll find I want to go for my Instagram 30 days. Right? That's exactly the one that I just made, essentially. So Instagram 30 days. Now it asks you, how different do you want to be? So 1% would be really, really similar, and 10% would be massively different. So for example, if Michael Jackson was the example, 10% different might be David Bowie, but 5% different might be Madonna. So that's like, how different are these artists from you? So 5% difference would be where I'd start if you have like a small-ish audience. You can go and do lots of individual ones, 1%, 2%, 3%, 4%, 5%, but I wouldn't bother. I would just start with 5% and just do one instead of having lots of different granular things. You then want to choose the countries you want to go after. And we'll come back to this in a little bit later, but I group things into tiers. Right? So tier 1 is your English speaking countries. So UK, USA, Canada, and Australia. Tier 2 are your European countries. So France, Germany, Netherlands, Portugal, Belgium, etc., etc., your European countries. Tier 3 is going to be like Eastern Europe, and maybe like even putting Russia in that category, or Slovakia and some of the Baltics, right? You might also want to put things like Turkey in that kind of bucket of tier 3. And then you might also want to go after some key territories. Like if you are originally have South African heritage and your music is inspired by South Africa, you'd put it in tier 3. And finally, tier 4 is where you can get some shit clicks. This is going to be the Philippines, India, Brazil. You get a lot of volume, undoubtedly. But what's the quality of that volume going to be? So you want to protect this with the audience. So personally, I would actually leave this blank and try and get them from around the world. But it's asking for one country. So I'm going to go with United Kingdom. So I'm trying to find people who look like my Instagram followers who have been engaged in the last 30 days, who live in the United Kingdom, who are 5% difference from my followers. That is 2.7 million people who are going to create that lookalike audience. And that is the first step of this process, how to create your fan base.